Get a minute, don't know. Get a minute of your time. Get a minute of your.
Hush, you gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye.
Not the 5Fs.
Hi everyone, welcome to our podcast From Vision to Success. We are so excited to have you here. We're excited to be here.
Yes, if you only knew what we talk about in the pre-show, it's like
are we muted? Are you sure that we're muted?
I know. I was like looking. Are we going live? Are we muted? What's going on here? Is this your volume? No, this is my volume.
Yeah, I hear okay.
Yeah. I just wanted louder in my ears, and so I was working with the sound.
Okay.
Sound here. How you guys doing?
His trusty Pyrex cup.
My what?
That's a Pyrex brand cup or like measuring cup. It says right there, Pyrex.
Oh, dang. Pyrex.
Yeah. So how was your weekend?
It was good.
What'd you do?
It was good. You know what's been happening? And does that say 24?
I know. I just had to I literally had to squint because I don't know if that's for reals, guys. If that is 24, that is the most amount of viewers that we've had live.
No, that's not true. Well, that's
24,
true. No,
yeah.
Live, yeah.
Live, yes. No, like replays, we have a ton, right?
Yeah, replays we have so much.
Yeah.
We're in the thousands, right?
Yeah, in the millions. No, we are in the thousands. But as far as online viewers
Live.
at the same time,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. If it fluctuates, we'll know that it's for real.
Yeah.
If it does not fluctuate, then we know that there's something wrong with our system and nobody's watching us right now.
Well, welcome to the 24.
Did you see how both you and I were like?
I know. Well, I saw it here because there's a monitor count here, and it
Oh.
said 24. And this button hasn't been working in a long time.
Okay.
So I've been playing around it all weekend, and so I'm like 24. I'm like, it's broken again, and I'm like, whoa, it really does say 24. And so
So if there is 24 viewers, if you guys can say hi,
Yeah,
so
say
we know
hi.
that it's working.
yeah, say hi on the chat. But I realized something's been happening, and I don't know if it's a theme,
Okay.
but I've been getting rejected a lot.
Oh, that's good.
No, yes.
It's good for your resiliency, but it's hard. Okay, tell me, like, what kind of rejection?
Well, I can't go into too much detail
Okay.
into what all, because they can be part of the 24 that are watching.
Yes.
But yeah, I've put myself out there because of you.
Yes.
No.
I get it. No, it's good. There are growth opportunities that you would not have
Yeah,
if you
but-
kept yourself in your shell.
Yeah, but still. So I and it's not just friendship wise. It's like, all right, I gotta say my piece. I gotta do, and so it's either on a chat or like in person or with someone, and I just keep getting like dog faced, and I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you right now, I have a bone to pick with you because I don't like this.
I don't like it either. What, you think I like it? Like, even hearing your experience, I feel my heart like da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
Because-
and all weekend.
Okay.
And all weekend, she's noticed that something's up, and every time as we go to bed, like I've been a different person for the last couple of, like, I would say 3-4 days.
Okay. Because of the rejection?
Because of the rejection, I don't like what you're making me do. No, I'm not even.
Hi, Jimmy. Good to see you.
Hey, but yeah, I keep putting it on, and then I go to bed and whatever, and she goes, something's up, and I'm like, no, I'm okay. And she goes, tell me what's wrong, and I do, for the most part. I tell her everything.
Yeah.
And she goes, and I'm like, no, I'm okay. She goes, no, something's up, and I'm like, just leave me alone. Nothing's wrong. And she goes, oh, okay. And then the next day, same thing. Okay, something's up. And
So, you know the definition of like what old school people would call like a man's man that doesn't want to talk about anything? That is Miguel. There's no like
and it's not that I don't want to talk about it. It's just like, and here's, because if I start, then it's gonna trigger something else. Then it's gonna be like, then we're not going to bed that night. Like we're just talking about all my problems, and then here's what's happening. This is what's going on, and I'm just like,
It's like a Pandora box.
you
You have it so tightly sealed that one day it's gonna burst, and you and Taylor are not gonna go to bed for like a week.
I don't.
Because you're gonna be talking.
Because
So
we're just
much.
talking all my problems. Like I don't. So I need to figure out how to close back on again.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. It's part of the growth.
I don't like it,
suck. I know, but that means that you've been in your comfort zone. That means that you've been kind of like, what was it? What was it that you called it? Water treading? That you've been treading and not like sinking?
Yes, and I've been fine.
Yes.
I've been absolutely fine.
Yes.
Not like treading water. Like and just no life preservers. Like I've been okay before you, and then I don't need you to fix my life.
You're like
this,
my life has gotten worse since I met you.
You have no idea. I thought I was in the uppity up, and then yeah, you've you're destroying me. You're destroying my self-confidence.
No, this
ridiculous.
is good. I do get it though, because I do experience a lot. Like I experience rejection, and it sucks. And it sometimes it's like you carry it home with you. And at least for me, I carry it home. And then I think about all these different possible scenarios, and then it just eats away my time. But I'm learning to let go. So I'm like, that's your next phase, learning to let go.
Can you give me just all the lessons now, and so then I can just know what to do?
Listen, I'm learning as I go too. There's no
So it's the blind leading the blind.
100%. I'm learning as I go right now. I'm learning to live in the present, right?
Oh my
I'm reading.
gosh.
So you know how I love to read, and I've been reading this. I've gone down this rabbit hole of the mind and of like the power of I am and creation, and like, it's been incredible. But let me tell you, 2 years ago, if I would have read this, I would have been like, what kind of hippie crap is this? Yes, Mike, I accept this feeling. Okay, yes. Okay,
No.
so just to give you a little kind of background with regards to what Mike said, is that I read this book. It's about creating, and it talks about how sometimes we have all these goals that we want to achieve,
Yeah.
but yet we don't accept them. Like we say it's kind of like a skin deep kind of, not a skin deep, like just like a surface level change where you're like, oh, I want to do X, Y, C, right? But in your mind, your subconscious like, no, you don't. You can't do that. You can never do that, right? So in this book, it said that one important process of doing this is identifying with the goal and saying, I accept this. So for instance, if you want to be healthy, being like, I accept health. Or if you want to be creative, I accept creating. Or if you're having a negative feeling, just accepting the negative feeling for what it is, as opposed to trying to change it.
How does this pertain to me though?
This is the thing. You're experiencing rejection. You're experiencing the feeling. Instead of fighting the feeling and letting your thought try to fix it with more thoughts, is rather accepting the way that you feel. And accepting the sensations, accepting everything that's coming with it.
But see, here, okay. So here's my problem with you. Okay. No. Lena, and
It's higher level.
No.
It's higher level.
Here's my problem. Okay.
Okay.
And so if when you said, "Oh, I want to be healthy,"
Yeah.
what was the example you said? I want to be healthy, and so I accept health.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to be healthy.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to be healthy, and I accept health. And so this is the goal that you've set out for yourself, right? And because you want to be a better person.
Yes.
So I'm a healthy person, or I'm not a healthy person. I'm overweight, or I want to increase my muscle tonalities, whatever. And so then therefore I have to accept everything that comes with me trying to achieve that goal, correct?
Yes.
Which is the sacrifice, working out, diet, maybe waking up early, whatever the case is, correct? All right. What's my goal for me getting rejected?
Well, your goal is vulnerability, something that you've
But
been
I didn't
shut
ask
up.
for this. And that is my point. I didn't ask for this. You're forcing me to do something I don't want to do.
Listen, am
No.
I there with you 24/7
You're-
telling you to do things? I'm not. I see you like twice a week.
I know.
Maybe 3 times when we have
you've
youth
called
stuff.
me out on the podcast so much, Miguel. You got to put yourself out there. You got to be more vulnerable. And I'm like, I don't need to be more vulnerable.
listen.
I did the treading thing and what I've been fine up until this point. I've been good. I've been developing. And like, no, you got to be more vulnerable. Okay, I'm like, let me try this vulnerable thing. I do the vulnerable
Your
thing.
eyes twitching as you talk about vulnerability. I'm trying to be vulnerable.
I do the vulnerable
Oh,
thing.
wait, Ava. I love this mindset, Maria. Can you share what the author and the author book? Yes, it is called, hold on, let me pull it up right here. I've been doing an Audible, so I can tell you exactly the name of the book.
So Ava, she is awesome. We used to work for a school together.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then this school, yeah. went down the drain kind of thing. So a lot of people just jumped ships. We were just like, we're done. And so she was she started doing cold plunges and stuff like that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love
Like
that.
cold showers.
Listen, I do when I'm in, so I do 75 hard. When it's that part of 75 hard for the 5-minute showers, I'm all about them.
Yeah.
Okay. So the book, oops,
What?
it's starting. Sorry. Okay. The name of the book is The Path of Least Resistance. And the author's name is Robert Fritz. Honestly, the most incredible book that I've ever read.
Yeah. Good for
Yeah.
you. Good for you, Ava. And good for you, Maria. Anyways, I'm not happy.
Yes, you're happy.
Relax. I'm not happy. I'm not. This feeling doesn't not feel good, and I need to like
Accept it. Be
No.
one with it.
no. I need and so here's the other thing too is that I was noticing when I'm working present and here's the biggest thing, right? There's been no proper balance.
Okay.
So the 5 love languages,
Yes.
you know that you got me on this, right?
Yes.
So touch. Words of affirmation, gifts, time, and
Okay, so there's gifts, words of affirmation, physical touch. Oh, acts of service.
acts of service, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is words of compliment,
Words of affirmation.
words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Right? I will walk around without a shirt and I want everybody to recognize my body.
Oh my gosh.
Do you,
please.
do you understand? Hang on.
Oh my gosh. You know how uncomfortable it would be if all of a sudden you like ripped off your shirt? I'd be like,
I'm not doing it to you. So what's wrong with you?
but no, I'm just saying overall, unless we're at a pool or like a swimming setting or
Yeah,
maybe
no.
working out.
No, at home. I'm talking about fully at home.
Yeah,
right?
that's Mike's love language too. Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation, right? I need, and I noticed that even the way that you talk to Mike sometime, hey sugar, hey honey, oh sugar lips, hey plum, right? Like all
Sugar bum. That get it right.
gross, gross, and so gross. Ugh. And I noticed that the way that you talk to him, which is awesome, right? Anyways, so I walk around and I'm like flexing, and I want everybody in the house to recognize me. I'm like, man, like hot diggity dang, right? My words are words of affirmation. Now, when I go and do a workshop,
Yeah.
right? It's a high for me when kids come up to me and they really enjoy the workshop.
Yeah.
Now, I don't do it for that, right?
Yeah.
But the side piece, like the side, the gravy on top for me is when the teachers or the students are like, man, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Kids loved it. We loved it. Oh, when are you coming back? And I just, they fill my cup, right? Those, whatever. But it's been March break.
So your cup is empty.
So my cup is empty, number one. Like no one's been complimenting
It's
me.
dry.
It's powder. It's powder,
I know.
right?
Like Dune style.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
pure desert, right? Dune style. And so it's been dry. There's no, and Tegan's been away for 4 days, right? And so the kids, so it's been absolutely dry. And then all of a sudden I put myself out there and I get nothing but rejection. So for the last week, no compliments, no positive affirmations, and nothing but rejection. This has been hell for me for the last 4 days.
Dang, that is a tough week.
So I'm excited because my school starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
All the bookings, whatever.
Go.
So
right now
I'm-
you're like a raisin. Like you need to plump up like a grape.
Pasa Martinez.
I know.
Yeah. Camille. Hey Camille, how are you? Hi. So that's what's been happening. And
Yeah.
so I just it hasn't been good for me for the last couple of weeks. Or for the last couple of days, sorry.
So this is a thought, but how do you give yourself what you need? Is there like things that you can do to give yourself what you need? 'Cause what if you were to go through this drought again where you're not able to receive the positive feedback? Are there things that you can do to potentially fill your own cup?
Yeah, like I mean, I've noticed me going down, and so because of that, then I was able to go to the gym, whatever. I still do my positive affirmations in the mornings and stuff like which we're going to be talking a little bit about today. But so I've done all that stuff, and it has worked, and it's helped me kept a little bit balanced.
Yeah.
But there's been no outside deposits. It's been only outside withdrawals.
Yeah.
And so there's only so much deposits that I can do per day. And I've just, it's been nothing but.
I'm interested to hear about these experiences. So I guess we'll be talking about this after.
After the show?
Yes.
Yeah, we could. Well, maybe. I don't know. I just don't want to think about it anymore. I just don't like
You're done. Let's close that chapter.
I know. How was your week?
I think it was good. What did we do? Honestly, I'm going through something where the week passes and I have no idea what we did. We went swimming with the kids a couple days during March break.
Yeah.
Mike took Thursday and Friday off.
Because let me re-ask the question. Anything juicy happening lately?
No, I don't think so.
Nothing?
No, nothing. We went to go see Dune on Friday night. Then
Yeah, that was
Saturday, we went to a Maple Fest.
How did you like it, Dune?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
I really, really loved it. Enough that I kept thinking about it when it was done.
I know, me too. Did you saw the first one?
Yeah.
And which one did you like more, the first or the second?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I personally think I like the second one better because it drew more emotion out of me. So, for instance,
Oh.
I really by the end, I really disliked his mom, and then I really loved the storyline between like I don't remember what his name, Paul and the girl.
Yeah.
I really loved that storyline, and then it kind of like broke my heart at the end when her heart is broken because she knows. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. If you want to go see it, I do not want to ruin it. Anyway, but I thought it was great acting. I loved it. It was like, 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I was at the edge of my seat. Literally, I had to go pee from the very beginning, and I was like,
trying to hold it.
yeah, I literally did. But then, like maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes before it was done, I turned to Mike and I was like, man, I gotta go. Because this was my worst fear of making it to the movie, but not making it to the bathroom. So I'm like running and potentially peeing my pants. So
So gross. So gross.
But listen, it can happen. Like,
Yeah. Well, I have to get you. You know what I want to buy you? It's that man.
what is it called? If Mike is on here, it's like sheepy or something like that.
Yeah, the woman cipher thing.
Yeah, that'd be so. Can you? I know it potentially could work. I mean, I'm sure women. I just feel like I would have to get used to. I wouldn't do it in public anyway because you're like digging and then like.
Yeah, maybe not at the theater. Maybe not at the movie theater. But just like the amount of times that you have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I do.
Like,
I pee a lot.
Oh my gosh.
But that's because I drink a lot of water. That is why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do. I plan my routes when I go out based on bathrooms.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom before I go, and then the next place where I go, do they have a bathroom? And then I'll also plan my water intake. If they have no bathroom, I'm not drinking water. So.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, so that's
insane.
me.
Bevis, I'm not sipping.
If I'm not sipping, I'm peeing. That's right. That's the mindset you gotta have with water. Either you're peeing or you're drinking. One of the two.
No, there are third options. You know that, right?
Yeah, so you could be a raisin. I see the grooves in your head. Drink some water, Miguel.
I do. I'm you're anyways. And so I had nothing to say there. It's true. I don't drink a lot of water. The interesting thing, the Dune movie was, I really, really enjoyed it. I think my favorite scene was when they were in the caves and he gives a speech. He's like, I am the Messiah and I will lead you to freedom.
Yeah.
Loved, absolutely
Dang
loved
it.
that
I have
scene.
to watch it because I saw most of it, but then that's where I had to go to the bathroom. And my thoughts were on like, am I going to make it? So I didn't full blown see the whole
Also,
scene.
you didn't.
No, I saw when he was in, and like I saw when he was like kind of talking about being the Messiah, but I didn't actually see it to the end. I saw it when I came back, they were getting ready to go to battle.
Okay, so when everybody was worshiping and there was a circle and he stood right in the middle of the circle and was proclaiming who he was.
Yeah, so I saw some of
You saw that.
I saw some of that, and then I went.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Like, it really shows the range of his acting. Everybody's talking about this guy, right?
He listen. I just recently watched Wonka because he did. I feel like he did these movies kind of like around the same time.
Yeah.
And seeing him from Wonka to this, and seeing his growth in his character as the movie goes, incredible. He's a great actor.
Yeah, Tegan wants him.
I bet. I mean,
Not one. Hang on one second. Before I say Tegan wants him, she's like, she wants to meet him. I should have clarified.
This is the problem with Miguel. He talks in half sentences. So sometimes some of the things that he says, you're like, sorry, what?
She wants to meet. wants to meet him. Wants to meet. But yeah, like I've really been enjoying his acting, and that, like I'm telling you right now, his it's and seeing it the second time, there's so many things that you didn't pick up the first time, because this is the second time that I watched it. And so
Ooh, so I'm thinking maybe we'll go a second time.
You need to watch it the second time. And it was like, again, it opens up new like new storyline where you actually, because when you first watch it, you're so focused on the cinematography, the action. You're so focused on like,
I was like focused on the worm where he was riding the worm.
oh, that was insane.
And like all that.
That was insane. Yeah. But so you're focused on the action, right? Yeah. But then when you watch it the second time, you know the action's coming. You know where the actions are coming. So now you're listening to the dialogue. And like I'm telling you, there are certain things that I definitely missed on the first one that the second one was like,
so it was even better, you'd say, the second time.
1,000 times better.
Ooh, I'm
seeing it the second time. So what we're excited about doing is when it comes out on Apple, we'll watch the first one. We'll do a marathon. We'll watch the first and the second. We always do that. And on the same day. So we'll go out, we'll buy a whole bunch of treats, and then we'll come back and we'll watch the first and second.
You'll get your bag of Doritos, eh?
100. No regrets. No regrets.
It'd be like that big family size too.
Ava says, oh, thank you, Miguel, for your kind words. You inspired me so much, and I owe an amazing effects on the cold plunge. Thank you, Maria. Must read this book. Great podcast. Thank you for all your sharing.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind.
Yeah, Maria's awesome. Maria's like, she is like, she's okay. I meant to say Eva was awesome. I mixed those two up.
Initially, I was like, where's this going? He's being too nice.
I'm not gonna lie. I mixed those two. I mixed them, Eva and Maria part. So anyways, my bad.
Anyway, well.
Are we wearing the same top again?
Yeah, same top, different pants. It's okay. I try to wear a different color because I realize that we match whenever I wear gray or black. But if I wear something colorful, then we don't match. So, but today it was black. So we do match.
And at Dune, when we were watching Dune,
we were twinning again.
I hate it. And with Dennis as well.
Yeah. So we went with a couple other couples. Yeah. And so there's one of our friends, his name is Dennis. They look like twins. They actually legit look like twins.
Not dress twins, like we actually look.
They look alike. Your kids have mistaken him for their dad, right? Yeah. When they were tiny. So
all of them. Every single I've known Dennis for a very long time. And so all of my kids at some point have gone up to him asking to be picked up. And then after they're picked up, they're like doing like a
who are you?
You don't smell like my dad. There's something different about you. So yeah, him and I we went to a dinner, and we were invited and they were invited. And I don't know how this happened.
You guys were wearing the same thing?
We're in the exact same thing. And it was the most annoying thing in the entire world. And so then, because everybody thought that we coordinated this. And so I'm like, I did not. Do you know me? Am I the one to call somebody and be like, so what are you wearing? So we can match. I'm like, it did not happen. Leave me alone. And so, yeah, people were taking pictures. They were like, okay, stand together. Okay, pretend you're eating something. Okay, here, drink at the same time. It's getting to be so annoying.
You have twins out there. What can I say?
Yeah. He is definitely, he's Portuguese though. That's the only thing. So, yeah. But we had a really good time. It was not bad. Can I tell you also that we're being broadcasted in Africa?
Okay.
I'm not even joking. So I have a friend from church.
Okay.
And he saw one of our podcasts and he thought it was amazing. And so then he forwarded to his friends. One of them is a professor at 5 universities. And this guy wants to meet us.
Okay. I honestly don't know sometimes when you embellish.
Sometimes
I gotta take what Miguel says as a grain of salt. Because
I'm telling you. I'm not lying. I am giving you my 100% honest truth here.
Okay. Your truth, yes. Give me your truth.
The truth. No. This is what I was told.
Yes.
This is what I was told.
Yes.
And so
that's awesome though.
Yeah, this guy. So our friend from church forwarded our podcast. It's a whole bunch of people are watching it there, but one particular person, he's a professor at 5 universities, and they're actually making plans to bring him to Canada as well,
Oh,
right?
that's awesome. So maybe we'll get a chance to meet him when he comes.
And I'm like, oh man, if he does come, like we'll have him on the podcast. And he goes, oh, he would like that a lot. And so
I love
this
it.
guy's dying to. I'm telling you, we're international. We're Mr. Worldwide, Mr. and Miss Worldwide.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting.
This is happening. You know what this is, right?
Yes, your smoothie.
Revive.
Yes.
I've lost weight.
Okay. yes. Yes.
Go away. Go
No,
away.
no, I didn't mean like okay. I meant like that's awesome.
No, go away. So here's the thing is about what Maria was talking about earlier. Visualizing success. So again, this is just a recap, right? I did a workshop, researched the 10 most important things to know when starting a business. You can actually go back and take a look at all of our podcasts. And the last, today's would be the 10th and final one.
So the last 10 weeks, we've been talking about one
Yeah.
topic a day. I mean, one topic a podcast.
One topic based on this list, the research that I did here. And today is the last thing on this list, and it says visualizing success. So just to go back and take a look at, we said number 1 was set clear and achievable goals, maintain a positive mindset, develop a support system, embrace failure as learning opportunities, which I absolutely love that.
That's why you're embracing rejection right now as a learning opportunity, right? You're doing what you're preaching. I mean, your research is calling you out. What can we say? Anyway, go ahead.
You know, I don't need you in this podcast, right? I can get
I'm
this
gonna
guy.
be fired.
I can get my friend from Africa to be my
Listen,
co-host.
Exactly. He has the credentials too, eh?
He does. He's a professor.
So I'm out. As soon as he comes,
Done.
he's taking over.
Done. He's my new co-host. So embrace, stay flexible, practice self-care, keep a personal progress, find your why. You're huge on that. Celebrate small wins, which you talked about last week. And then today we're going to talk about visualizing success. Regularly visualizing achieving your goals. Visualizing can increase your determination and focus.
Okay, so tell me, what are your personal thoughts about visualization?
So I did when I was at this school, actually with AWA, there was this one teacher that I used to co-teach with. He was a grade 7-8 teacher, and he brought up a study, and I had learned about the study before as well, but then between my understanding and his explanation, I got a really good grasp. Athletes, what they will do is that they will train physically. They will go to the gym, Kobe Bryant's, Michael Jordan's, and all those guys will go to the gym. They will do their thing. They will exercise, do the same routine thousands of times, so it becomes like a muscle memory, right? And whatever. But then they will spend almost as equal time just sitting down and visualizing the training. So there was a test that was done where they had hooked them up with all of these things, right? All these monitors. And when they were being physical, and all the spikes levels were high, just like muscle and the sweat glands, and then just the heart accelerations and mind, mental activity, all that stuff was high. Then they waited about a week. They came back and they hooked them up with all these things, and then just to sit down and then visualize the training, and all the spikes started going up again. Everything started going crazy. Mind, muscle, and everything. So there was so the study was like, it is important to visualize success or visualize what you're doing, because that's when you get the full circle of muscle memory. There's the muscle memory, which is the reaction, but then there's like, before the muscle can react, you have to think it first. Like, if I'm to grab this cup, I thought of it first.
Yeah, you're not, yeah.
Right? It wasn't just like all of a sudden my hand just, just did something, right? Like, I have to think before I do. And so if you can align the mind and the muscles to think and react, you are in like another level of like specimen person.
So here's the cool thing about the brain, okay? The brain does not...
Teach me. Get on your horse. You're about to witness. Listen to me, everybody. I hope you're holding on to something.
Oh, please.
She is about to drop gospel. Go.
You're ready. It's not in a story form, so I'm going to lose you. I don't have any visuals or pictures. As soon as if I don't have visuals or pictures, Miguel's like.
So what she was referring to.
Anyway, so here before we
Okay,
get
go.
into that,
Okay, go. Talk to me.
the cool thing about the brain
Yeah.
is that the brain does not know whether you're imagining it or whether it's real.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? So that's why it's so easy for us to like envision horrible stuff happening. And then you get the physical
Yeah.
reaction, which is the rapid heart rate,
Yeah.
the shorter breath, the fear, the anxiety, right? So you have to know that you're already doing it.
Yeah.
Like you're already visualizing, right? Automatically your body will do it. It's just that we have a tendency to do it for scary stuff, bad stuff, things that worry us, concern us, and all that stuff. Right? Because that's the most practice we have. That's the most, we don't stop it. We just kind of like lean into it and start thinking about it, and we are visualizing negative things. Right? So you already have the practice. And rest assured, the cool thing about already having this practice is that now you can flip it. Now that you know that, okay, I already kind of do this already, but it's just for scary stuff. Let me flip it and let me do it for stuff that builds me. Let me do it for stuff that can help me. Anything that has, like anything that you're creating, like you said, you have to think of it first, right?
Right.
And then creation, there's a spiritual creation and then there's a physical creation. Like, well, for instance, when you're building a house, nobody's just going to go with like the materials and then try to build something without actually creating it spiritually or
Right,
creating it before.
Right.
So that's what you're doing with visualization. You are creating it spiritually, so you're giving it the space to create it physically. That's what I love about visualization. The fact is that you can train your mind to see the things that you want to see, not just the things that like it's bringing into mind, but the things that you want to see, and then you can build your life like that.
Yeah. So for the last, I would have to say for the last 10 years, I've been going to bed listening to Earl Nightingale, The Stranger
Yes.
Secret. And we
Yes.
talked a little bit about like that last time, right? So Earl Nightingale is pretty much the grandfather of like motivational stuff. Like Tony Robbins, what's the other guy's name?
Zig Ziglar, or
Zig Ziglar's one. No,
Carnegie. There's the guy that's
it's a new guy. It's
a new guy.
no, not the new guy. He's you bought his book, Academy, Success Academy or something like that.
What's his name?
Not Bruce.
I know who you're talking about. I just
Michael.
can't remember. No, his name is
No,
not Michael.
Jackson.
No. Which is randomly. Dale. No.
Carnegie. No.
Okay, anyway.
Bruce Campbell. No, not Bruce Campbell. Anyways, that guy.
Okay.
Everybody who's in this sphere of it's gonna bug me now.
I know. Okay, here.
What's it
Let's
called?
see. The one that I have, I think it's The Secrets to Success. Is that the one that we're...
No, not Dale, not Earl
Oh,
Nightingale.
that's the one that you're
Your guy, the
talking.
one that you bought the book for.
Shoot, what's the name of the book? Think and Grow Rich?
Performance Academy, High Performers.
Then are you talking about Simon Sinek?
No. Oh no. That's my man. That's
Okay.
High performance, high performer, How do you spell performer?
Napoleon Hill.
No.
Okay,
He's
so then
alive.
Napoleon Hill is not alive. This man, it was like in the 1900s.
That's what I'm saying. He's the alive. The guy.
Oh,
We're talking about the same thing here. The guy that you just bought. No, not you just did. A couple of years ago. But it's a workbook. High performer academy.
high habit. Yeah, Brendan Bouchard.
Brendan Bouchard. Yeah.
Okay, we got there.
Brendan Bouchard. So Brendan Bouchard, Dale Carnegie, all of these guys. Every single person always quotes at some point in their profession Earl Nightingale. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something right now. You want your life to change? Dive deep into Earl Nightingale. He is absolutely insane, fire. Like, this guy's phenomenal. So anyways, he put out this record called The Strangest Secret.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's about 30-40 minutes long kind of thing, right? That's both sides included. And you can get, so I actually bought his records, and I put it in a frame because I'm going to put it up on the wall. This man changed my life, and The Strangest Secret changed my life. So I've been going to bed every night listening to The Strangest Secret. Mm-hmm. So on the phone, you can put a timer.
Oh, I love timers. Yes, to timers. Use timers.
But timers to shut down.
Oh, yes.
Did you know that?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
I know that you can put timers to shut down. I do. Like I've done meditations in the past where I put
No,
a
you
timer.
haven't.
Yes,
you
I have.
looked so surprised when I said it.
Because I realized
If you
we were
don't know
talking.
something, just say it.
I
Don't
know
think
it.
that you know it.
I know there's timers to shut down. Everything has a timer to
On your
shut
phone?
down. Yes, I
Show
know
me.
that.
I'm gonna call you out.
Listen, I'm
You
gonna.
don't know?
I got an iPhone recently, and honestly, iPhones take
called
a
her out.
freaking manual to
called
learn
her
it. I went from Android. I don't know, but I'm sure I can tell Siri to do it, and she'll do it.
Listen. So,
I had to Google how to turn off my iPhone because I had no idea.
are you serious?
Yes, because it's so different. Like you have to press like quadruple like buttons at the same time, as opposed with Android, you just press it once.
So look, on your alarm, right? On your timer, where is it? On your timer here.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the timer.
Yes, I know. I've
Okay.
been there.
Where it says when timer ends,
Yes.
what do you want it to do? And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, it says stop playing.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
So you didn't know.
I did not know. I am sure. I didn't know how to get there, but
Got
I
her.
knew that
Got
phones
her.
could do it.
So I called you out. I'm telling you right now. But so I have a timer, and I it's a button, and you just press,
Okay.
and it's on. You can automate your buttons, right?
Yeah.
You press the button, the Stranger Secret starts to play, and after 50 minutes, it just shuts down. So within 50 minutes, I'm already out, right? And one of the things that it tells you, so the Stranger Secret is broken up into two sections. On side A, it talks about the principle of
Manifesting, creation.
no, yeah, like if you think it, it will grow. You're right. You become what you think about it. It's actually my. Oh no, it wasn't. It was my background. You will become what you think.
Yes.
Right. And so then side 2 talks about how to get there, and he gives a 30-day test and how to achieve anything that you want in life.
So, what are some of the principles that he talks about in those
Number
30
one
minutes?
is the visualization.
Okay.
Is every morning for 30 days, you have to wake up and you have to write down where you want to be, where you are, and you write it in the form of I'm there.
Yeah.
Not that I want,
Yep.
right? Because then for 30 days, all you're going to be thinking is I want. And so to your point, horrors and whatever, like
Well, in horrors, you don't think I want something scary to happen.
Right.
I don't want my kid being I want my kid being
Right.
kidnapped. You never think that way, right?
Exactly.
You just see the picture as if it's happening
exactly
right now.
right. If you're scared what's underneath the bed, you're not scared to be like, oh, maybe there's something underneath the bed. In your mind, there is something underneath the bed.
Yeah.
So when you visualize for the bad stuff, you're visualizing like it is happening.
Yeah.
Like it's already there. So then he says, just flip it, right? So flip it for the positive, like it's already there. You're already a millionaire. You're already a great podcaster. You're already a great author. You're whatever it is that you want, you write it and in the sense of whatever. And he says
the present.
the present. And he says for 30 days. And if you miss one day,
You have to restart it.
you have to restart the whole thing all over again.
Yeah.
And so anyway, and then there's 4 other things, right? But number 1 is the visualization. I'm telling you, people right now, who are listening and watching, your life will change if you download The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. I promise, I give you my word. Money back guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah. So I absolutely I believe in visualization 100%, right? All right, let's see what Beb says. It's true. I had to help her learn how to mute her phone. Yes. Love you, babe. 100% Bev is my girl.
You
I
didn't know how to mute your phone?
No, I didn't because I'm like, where the frick is the mute? I didn't know it was a button on the side.
Oh my
Listen.
gosh.
This is
what is
like,
happening here?
Yes, I know. I'm still Googling stuff, okay? I'm still like using I just ask Siri now. Siri shows me the way. Anyway.
So sad. This is my partner.
So I'm great with mindset stuff. Technology stuff does take me a minute.
Yeah.
But I have a growth mindset, so I know I will get there eventually.
No, you're not. So here's what's happening with you, right? Is that you have so many people around you that are tech savvy.
My support system.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
that you're in this position. I was like, I don't need to learn it. I can just give it a Mike. I can just give it a Bev. You know what? Somebody else is just gonna help me. So you're never gonna grow. You're never gonna learn.
I am 100%. Listen, I now know how to turn off my phone. Okay.
Oh my god.
I still have to Google it. In all honesty. Go ahead, read it.
Oh, Eva says, absolutely amazing insight about visualization, guys. Now you got me on visualization. I used to do it, but not consistently. Today's podcast is exactly what I need now
Oh,
at
that's
this
amazing.
time and point in my life. Okay, so now 30 days of visualization challenge. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Honestly, visualization changes your mindset. It changes how you feel. It changes.
100%.
Now, one of the things, if you're out there and you're listening to us and you're like, I don't know if visualization will work for you, like you have the mindset, I don't know if this is going to work for me. When you start it is going to feel weird. It is going to feel foreign because you've never done it. And what happens when we feel like something's foreign, sometimes our mindset goes, this is stupid. I don't want to try. I'm not like them. I'm not going to do it. Like, it's not going to work for me. Those are all normal thoughts. It's just accepting that the fact that it might suck at first, but it will get better.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me share with you how I do my visualization. I actually do it different than Miguel.
So hang on one second. Before we get into this thing, I will tell you something.
What?
Hang on. So I will tell you something.
What are you going to tell me?
I almost, and I don't know what your experiences has been,
Okay.
but so far for me,
Okay.
visualization is something that you will see immediate results on the same day.
Okay.
And so I know what you're saying, that it might seem okay. I think I know. I can actually just kind of
See, for me, it hasn't been that way.
So for you're saying that it's gonna feel weird doing it the first
If
time.
you've never done it, absolutely.
Okay, so maybe what I'm letting everybody know.
He's getting on his high horse.
No, I'm not
Tell
getting.
us,
I'm
tell
not.
us.
I'm not getting.
You're perfect. I
No,
know.
because
like,
I just
I
okay.
know.
I don't agree with you. So here's the thing.
It's fine.
It might seem weird, but I will say, and I can almost guarantee, because everybody that I've met and everybody that I've coached when it comes to visualization, they've seen immediate results on the same day.
Yeah.
They walk a little different. Their days goes, and even though their days are going bad, there's so much deposit. There's so much. They're doing so well that, and you know what? Maybe that's what happened with me during this week, that I didn't do enough visualization.
Maybe. Okay, so my
Anyways.
experience is different from what you're saying, because if you have never done something like this or you're not consistent with it, it is going to feel weird. The other thing that you also have to remember is that you're going to be battling thoughts. That not always you're going to be able to visualize what you want. Thoughts are just going to come in, right? And then sometimes we have the tendency to identify with those thoughts that are coming in and go down a rabbit hole. The idea is to accept the thoughts that are coming in and then to let them go and your face. Okay, this is the thing. You have weird thoughts that are coming in your mind. It's fine. It's normal. Just tell yourself it's normal, and just tell yourself it's an opportunity to get back and practice visualization. This is what I do in the morning.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't do that.
Yeah, see, this is what I do. I do 10 minutes of meditation in the morning. So I get up at 5.
Yeah.
My first 10 minutes are meditation. Well, I do prayer and then I do a meditation. And then after my 10-minute meditation, I go into a 10-minute visualization. My 10-minute visualization is actually guided. I use something online that helps me to visualize. And now the idea with this visualization is to not focus on your lacks or give yourself limits, but rather tell yourself what it is that you want without limits, because we all have the idea that like, oh, I can't ask that because I don't know if I'll ever get that, or I don't know if I can ever do that, or I don't know if it's possible. Might not be possible for you right now, but in the future, it may be possible for you, right? So you get into that mindset, you pick whatever it is that you want, you go into the flow of envisioning that. And as you're envisioning that, you have to feel the positive emotions. That's what links it. Now, remember that your thought has to be linked to an emotion, because that's what keeps it long lasting. The emotions you want to feel is gratitude. The emotion that you want to feel is love. Those are the two anchor emotions that will help you to carry you to where you want to be.
Right.
Okay, so you envision that and you go through the motions. So for me, in the morning, I envisioned I want to make more money every month, right? So I envision a cash amount that I want every month. I went into it. Then after that, I envisioned what I want in my future. Then I envisioned that I became that person. I saw my day, how it would go through my day if I had all those things, as if I was living it.
Yeah.
And then I sat in those feelings. Like even right now, as I'm talking about, because I've been doing this for the past, I started in January to do it consistently. As I'm talking about it, I can feel it. I can feel the gratitude. I can feel the sensations that it brings. I can feel the excitement. I can see it in my mind, what I'm wearing. I can see a lot of my visualizations have to do in the house that I want to live. And I can see, I always want a basketball court in the entrance. And as I'm talking about it, I see that basketball court. I see my kids playing in it. Like it's so vivid. Now that I'm saying, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's working. Oh my gosh.
You have to be on this side of the screen right now. I'm like, what is happening right now?
No, literally. It's incredible because I just realized that it is working. It's something that I've been doing consistently, and I'm different than Miguel. Like these things don't come easy to me because I'm also battling thoughts. Sometimes I'm battling thoughts that I'm like, it's not even a crazy thought. It's more that my mind goes like, okay, what am I gonna cook today? Or like, okay, like how much time do I have left? Like there are thoughts like that I have to recenter and bring them back. But now I realize that the progress has been so small not so small, but it has been consistent progress that I actually didn't see it until right now. Where as I'm sharing with you what I'm talking about and like what I envision, I can feel it right here.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, visualization, do it. There's YouTube. You can find anything in YouTube. Just pull up a visualization. Start with 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You don't have to sit for like an hour. Start small and then build from there.
Yeah, that was just weird what I just experienced. But it was very neat. Like, yeah, you know what? But all kidding aside, it's interesting that I have to go back and replay this thing and just to take a look at my face because as you're talking,
he's like he just replays it to hear himself and like watch yourself.
I do. You're right, and you're not lying. I do. I go back and just watch myself and how big my arms are. But no, I go back. I do go back and just take a look at the podcast and where we went wrong sometimes.
I should be told I have done that too. Where I'm like,
but no, I just because I want to pinpoint exactly where the energy entered this podcast. It was
you felt. Did you feel it? Because I feel it.
Yeah,
I felt it.
I felt like what the freak is happening right now? Like you're projecting, and then it's just like. Just all over me.
Please, you were like bask in my energy, Miguel. Bask in it.
So okay. So this is the first time I'm hearing about your vision. What else is in your new house? So you have a basketball court right in the front.
Yes.
So inside the house, the front entrance.
No, not inside. So it's right in the driveway. I can see it as I'm telling you. I can see it. So it's a red brick house. It has a black. It has a black metal roof.
Yeah.
Right. It has a long driveway. It's a 2 to 3 car garage in there. So there's the basketball court in there. I see my kids playing in there. I see that I have a big backyard, a front yard, and a big backyard. Enough that in the winter I can make it into a small ice rink.
Okay.
Right. And then I go inside and I see an open area, and the open area so my kids can come over, so I can have friends and family over, and it could and we can eat. I love to eat. So I'm like, so we have that. I see myself in the morning getting up, and what is my morning going to be like as I achieve this? My morning is going to be the same as it is right now. I'm waking up early. I can see this. I'm wearing a sweatsuit, a trendy sweatsuit, and my trendy sweatsuit is like a tan color. My hair is slightly shorter. And I see myself walking around. I see myself going and doing my usual morning routine. I see myself hugging my kids. So that's one big part with my visualization. Mm-hmm. The second part, it comes to like my real estate stuff that I do. I see and envision that side. And then I have my personal development side, the business of like writing the book and all that stuff.
Don't worry about that. I was interested about the hell. Where am I in all of this?
I don't envision you in the morning.
No. I'm talking about that, you loser.
Like, what do you mean? Where are you in all
like,
this?
Like, in all of this, am I a business partner still? Are we?
Yes, of course.
Where am I? Am I there with my kids, and then are they playing?
No,
like,
I mean, I don't envision.
You have to.
I don't. Do you envision me and my family at the end of the night?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, not in the night. I do my visualizations in the morning. Okay. And yes, I vision me and Mike are holding hands.
And I'm out of the picture, I guess.
So actually, can I tell you what the actual truth is?
Okay.
I envision, so when I launch my book, because I'm writing a book, right? It's almost done. The 7 Imps.
Yes.
And so I know where I would like to have like a launch party.
Yeah.
So we're coming out with, this is going to sound weird. So we're coming out to the theme song, the podcast theme song. Like that is from now on.
I can see it. I totally can see
That is my
you.
thing, whatever. But
So when you say we, who is like you and Tegan?
no, but that's the thing is, right? So here's the visualization. See, this is
Okay.
where I'm different than you.
Okay.
Right? It's like, so I vision 4 of us. And the reason...
Like Mike and I, and then Tegan and
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And the
And
reason...
then we're like dancing behind you.
No.
Okay. Then
No,
what?
what?
Well, because it's coming out to a song. That's how I would see it.
Yeah, but you're not background dancers. Like, what is happening?
Okay, go on.
This is not a concert.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not... This is the launch of my book.
I love it how if you actually notice that people can envision the same thing so differently, right? But yes, it is your vision. It is your book.
Yeah, it's my book. It's my concert. So here's what's happening. So, but here and here's my struggle, and I don't know how it's gonna look like.
Okay.
Right?
Tell me.
It's like
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you how.
I'll tell you how this vision really looks like. So we're coming out, all 4 of us,
At the same time.
at the same time.
Okay. Sorry. I'm just sorry. Go ahead.
This is so stressful. This is so.
That's exactly what my daughter said to me when I asked her to take a picture of me. She's like, "Mother, this is so stressful." Anyway, go ahead.
You need to take a pill before we start this podcast, just to calm. Like, let me finish my vision. Like this is my vision.
I'm so sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so we're all 4. This is the worst podcast in the world.
Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, all 4 of us are coming out, but we're holding hands, all 4 of us, right? And so originally, why you make that face?
But I'm trying to envision who's holding whose hand.
Exactly. That's where my vision. That's the struggle of my vision.
We just, you know what we'll do? We will leave it up to our wonderful viewers, and they will help us figure out how the hand holding will go.
This is because I want to show unification, right? And we're all like, like in a sports game,
Yeah.
right? They're all the players come out holding hands, whatever. I'm like, yeah. And there's a camera in the background, and we're all 4 of us. I'm like, so then my vision stops because I'm like, who's holding whose hand? Am I holding Mike's hand? But Mike is not my partner. Am I holding Maria's hand? So
You're
I'm
like, is
but
that
then-
weird? Because I am married,
but
and I'm like,
exactly. I'm like, so do I put Tegan in between Maria and me? But then why is Tegan in the middle? Why not Mike? And so I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. So normally my visualization is like, it's really
it's on
vivid.
fire.
It's on fire until I get to the part where we're walking out. Because I don't know who's next to who.
You should ask Tegan. You should ask Tegan. You should tell Tegan, and you should ask her, who do you think should be next to you?
There is no combination that actually works and makes sense. I want us 4 holding
Okay,
hands
we'll
as
hold
unification.
hands. Yes.
But I just don't know the sequence. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know the
You know
lineup.
what? What if we just let it be whatever felt natural that day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Or you need to know.
I need to know. It's part of my visualization.
So
I keep.
why don't you visualize different patterns of holding hands and see what feels more natural?
I have, and all of them are come back as a negative. It's either me holding Mike, but that doesn't make sense. I'm me holding like Mike's hand. Then Mike, you, me. So that would mean us holding hands. I'm like, that may be a little bit weird. And then you and Tegan holding hands, and me and Mike on the outside. But I'm like, screw that. This is my book. I want to be in the center. So why am I on the outside? And so Mike and Tegan holding hands. I'm like, then that means Maria and I are on the outside. Like, what? That's not happening. I'm telling you right now, there is literally no sequence that actually makes sense.
What about this? What about what Mike said? Mike and Maria and I will hold a banner, and you and Tegan can run through it. And
No, because this success book it's been a group effort. You've contributed to this book as much as Mike and everything, and like just this partnership, whatever. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
Hold hands, see if it's weird.
Huh?
Hold my hand.
No.
Hold my hand,
No.
see if it's weird.
It is weird.
Oh my-
I'm visualizing it right now. Go away.
Hold hands. Okay, so our lovely viewers will help us figure this one out.
Yeah, if you can think of
Of a combination?
of a combination of 4 people walking out side by side, holding hands, let us know what the combination is, because this is.
What if we have one of your kids with us, and then we hold like?
Why? My kids have nothing to do with this book. I'm not giving them credit. It's like they can't just let them get their own book. No, they're not a part of this.
Oh my gosh.
Eva says, thank you. Your step-by-step guidance is amazing, so helpful. The thought of you talking about also experiences during my daily meditation.
Oh, that's amazing.
Overcoming deep-rooted, limited beliefs and transforming them is so powerful. Congrats on your book, Miguel. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so true. Honestly, I want to encourage you, definitely everybody that's viewing out there, build the habit of visualization.
Yeah.
The feelings, you may not see the progress right away. Remember that the ice cube analogy that you shared with me that's in the book Atomic Habits? You shared with me a while ago. So it's basically, you have an ice cube, right? And the ice cube comes out and, you know, the temperature is 23 degrees. There's no changes. You put it up to 24, 25, 26, no changes. You go even up to 30, there's no changes. And there's all these changes that are happening, but nothing seems to be happening to the ice cube. Is not until you get to 34 when you actually see the ice cube melting. This is a great analogy for when we are putting effort out there and we're trying to grow, but we don't see anything going on, is that we have to continue to do it until we get that breakthrough time. Where just like the ice cube started melting, you will see those results. But
Les Brown talks about it with the bamboos.
Yes, it takes like what, 5 years for a bamboo to grow?
5 years to water it, and then in
you see nothing. Like you like literally are watering like dirt.
Yeah, and then in 6 weeks it grows 15 feet.
Yeah.
So so it's like so his question is, when did the bamboo start growing? Like, when did it actually make a difference? And so
from the very first moment.
From the first moment, it's consistency, and you've talked about consistency in the past.
Yeah.
Just consistency over intensity.
Yeah, always consistency over intensity.
All right. So
on that note, on the holding hand notes, are you sure you don't want to hold my hand?
I am 100%.
Hold my hand?
I am no. That's not happening. But I have to figure out, because and you think it's a joke, and I know it comes out as a joke, but I'm telling you right now, every time I do this visualization of my book, that's where I stop.
Okay, so
I can't picture anything afterwards because I can't get past it.
We need to do this. Next time we get together, the four of us, we'll just work through different configurations and see how it feels.
In the middle of dinner, we're like, all right, let's just stop eating right now. Okay, everybody get up. And so we just start switching around. We would get kicked out of that restaurant quicker than quick.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We have like the funniest friendship, the funniest couples friendship.
Oh, I know.
Ever.
I know.
It's great.
What solidified everything that day when we were just passed around that drink and we all just drank out of it. And then we didn't even think anything of it. And it wasn't until like the end, it was like, what?
We'll work it out our next time. That's
yes.
right.
You know what? That's exactly what's gonna happen on their next VS group hangout. That's what's
the VS will decide. Yes, we'll come out in different configurations. Oh my gosh, hold on. David said something. Says, "What if you come out in the middle and the other three were Jabberwocky's masks, so you're not worried about who is who?" Yes. We'll all just be wearing the same thing, some kind of overalls and then the mask. And
and then we'll scoot around and then we'll take off our Jabberwocky masks. Yeah, I
love that.
That's a great combination.
I love that. Listen, that give that some real thought. Envision that and see how that feels.
I will. Tomorrow morning, I will envision all of us coming out in Jabberwocky masks and stuff like that.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, I had a blast today. Here
fun.
we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much for everybody that was here with us today live.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you.
37 at one point.
I know, legit. This is the most amount of viewers that we had in one sitting. So
live.
I
want to make sure that we're in the millions with the replays.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate it.
What was your takeaway?
The hand holding. I don't understand why you won't hold my hand. Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
So gross. I don't know where that hand's been. I saw you go to the bathroom before you got in.
I washed my hands. You do know that.
How do I know that?
Did you not hear the water running?
I didn't.
100% wash my hands.
My takeaway was the what you said about, and I thought I heard it before, and then when you said it, which is like really solidified it, that it already happens in a negative.
Yeah.
Like,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is. Like when you're afraid, you're not thinking what if, you're thinking that it has happened. That's when the fear kicks in.
Yeah.
So if we can do that for the negative, why not do it for the positive?
Exactly. It takes some work, but we can do it.
Yeah.
We can do hard things.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on our podcast. And again, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to all of our following socials up there, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. And then make sure that you like and subscribe, and then hit that notification button. So when we do go live, then you will receive this notification.
Yes.
So our next podcast is a faith-based podcast, which takes place Saturday mornings.
Yes. All right, everybody. Have an amazing week, and we will see you next week.
Absolutely. Take care. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Get a minute, don't know. Get a minute of your time. Get a minute of your.
Hush up, gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. Part of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its sides. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. When no one's to be found, what keeps you eased out? What takes you off your mind? You better, cause you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. You better take the time to recognize it. You won't leave me even if I tried it. You're the artist in the mess, and happily perform the new in your hands. I show that I live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. Part of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. Yeah, you better. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its sides. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. You in yourself when no one's to be found. What keeps you eased out? What takes you off your mind? Yeah, you better. Cause you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. Yeah, you better. Take the time to recognize it. You won't leave me even if I tried it. You're the artist, I'm the mess, and happily perform the new in your hands.